This is our project over Domain 1, Part 1 by Ali and Jolie. Our text is I Too by Langston Hughes. The poem I Too by Langston Hughes highlights the African American experience with short but powerful language. Its simple structure and emotional tone make it rich in meaning and accessible to readers. The poem reflects identity, equality, and pride, showing resilience in the face of injustice. Because it uses clear sounds, word patterns, grammar, and deeper meaning, it connects well to all 9 language system concepts, making it an excellent text for language and literacy learning.
All right, so in this part, we're going to be reading the text. Langston Hughes' poem, I Too, reflects cultural appreciation by celebrating the strength, beauty, and dignity of African American identity. The poem shows pride in Black culture and resilience in the face of discrimination. Hughes highlights how African Americans are an essential part of American story, deserving of equality and recognition, like everybody else, by saying they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. He expresses confidence that one day society will appreciate and respect Black people's contributions and humanity. Overall, the poem appreciates African American culture by honoring its perseverance, hope, and rightful place in the nation.
Langston Hughes was an influential African American poet, novelist, playwright, and social activist. Born in Joplin, Missouri, he became one of the leading voices of the Harlem Renaissance, a cultural movement that celebrated Black art and identity in the 1920s. Hughes wrote about the joys, struggles, and everyday lives of African Americans using language that was simple, rhythmic, and often inspired by jazz and blues. His works, such as Dreams and I Too, emphasize pride, hope, and equality. Throughout his life, Hughes used his writing to promote social justice and to honor the beauty and strength of Black culture.
For phonology and phonemes, we're going to listen carefully to the sounds in the words. Those are called phonemes. I'm going to read the first 2 lines. Listen for words that sound interesting. I, too, am American. I am the darker brother. Did you hear the word too? Let's say it together. Two. What sound do you hear in the middle of the word? Ooh. That's our sound. Now, every time you hear the sound ooh, I want you to clap once. Ready? I, too, sing America. Great job. You heard the ooh sound in two. Poets use sounds to make their words sound strong and musical. When we listen for phonemes, it helps us become better readers. Thanks for learning with me today.
Now we're going to look at how words are made of smaller parts called morphemes. Morphemes are the smallest pieces of meaning in a word. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Let's look at the word strong. It is a single morpheme that tells us about being powerful or healthy, but if we add er to make stronger, it means more strong. That's how morphemes change meaning. Another example is laugh. We could add ed to make laughed, which tells us it happened in the past. Morphemes like ed help words give more information. Poets like Langston Hughes pick words carefully so every part carries meaning. Understanding morphemes helps us know more about words and what they tell us.
Now we will use the poem to learn about syntax and semantics. Syntax is how we arrange words in a sentence. Semantics is the meaning of the sentence. Our lines are tomorrow I'll be at the table when company comes. Looking at the syntax, the sentence has a clear order. The time word tomorrow, the subject I, the verb phase will be at the table, and the condition when company comes. This order makes the meaning easy to understand. Now the semantics. The meaning. The lines show that in the future, the speaker will have a place at the table. It communicates hope, equality, and inclusion. Notice how, if we change the word order, like at the table, I'll be tomorrow when company comes, it still makes sense, but it changes the emphasis. Syntax affects how clearly and powerfully the meaning comes through.
Now we will explore pragmatics, lexicon, and discourse. Pragmatics is how language is used in context, what words mean depending on the situation. Lexicon is the vocabulary, the words a writer chooses. Discourse is how sentences connect to tell a story or message. They'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. First, pragmatics. Here, the speaker is imagining a future where people who once ignored him will recognize his value. The context gives the words a sense of confidence and pride. Next, lexicon. Words like beautiful and ashamed are powerful. Beautiful describes his worth and identity, while ashamed shows the reaction of those who underestimate him. Finally, discourse. These lines follow the earlier parts of the poem and show a change from exclusion to recognition. Together with the rest of the poem, they create a story of hope, resilience, and equality. Langston Hughes' I Too teaches the nine language systems through its rhythm, structure, and meaning. The sounds and rhymes help with phonology and phonemes, while word parts like in beautiful show morphology and morphemes. Its simple sentences demonstrate syntax, and the deeper meanings teach semantics. The poem's tone and message show pragmatics and discourse, and words like America and tomorrow build a meaningful lexicon. Overall, the poem connects language and culture in a powerful, easy to teach way. Working together helped us divide the nine concepts and build on each other's ideas. This project showed how culturally reflective text helps students connect meaning and language in real world ways.
Bye,
Thanks for
guys. Thanks
watching!
for watching.